Good morning everyone, and welcome to another one of my little fishing adventures. I've had a very eventful start to the morning this morning. I've actually been out on the kayak for roughly an hour already and haven't done any fishing. I've had heaps and heaps of dramas. Ever since I jumped on board this morning, things have started going wrong. The sound is not working, the microphone's been having issues, cameras have been having issues, but I think we're at the stage now where everything's half ready to go. The sound is still not working. I think it's time for a new one, but we'll leave all those problems behind and get into this morning's fishing. You can probably tell it's a little bit loud at the moment, and that is because we've just parked up next to this beautiful looking bridge. So my plan to start off this morning is to fish some heavy structure and hopefully pull out some heavy fish. Going to be targeting some bigger fish to start off with. Got some bigger lures, which I'll show you guys in a second, but very keen. Ooh. That's got to be a good sign. There's some pelicans over there working the shallows for bait. You can see that sun's a little bit up now, but we've actually got 3 combos out with us today. This is the heaviest one with a big plastic. We've got a slightly smaller plastic there, and then the ultra light rod. I think we might start with the medium one, so we'll give this a crack first of all, see if there's anything hanging around this bridge. So what we've got is this paddle-tailed mullet soft plastic. It's a little Z-man, and we're going to give this a crack. It looks like a tiny little mullet, and if there's any jewies or anything like that around, I'm pretty sure they will demolish this little plastic. Pretty basic stuff, but hopefully if we do pluck something along this bridge, it'll be fairly solid. Going to make sure that drag's nice and tight. If we do get a big fish to start off with, I want to be able to get him out. Okay, just going to go up near that bridge, let it sink down. I may need a little bit heavier jig head. Let's cast that into the bridge, but we'll give it a crack with the light one to start off with. Definitely going to need to go a bit heavier. There is a lot of current pushing through under this bridge, so we'll try the heavier setup, and then I think we might even downsize plastics and try smaller plastic with a bit of a bigger jig head just to get it down faster. So we'll try this out. This is a 5-inch Z-man, big paddle tail. Perfect for a good jewie if there's any around, but we shall find out. The jig head on this soft plastic is a fair bit heavier than the last one. This is a half, whereas the last one was a 1/4. So we should get down there a lot faster. Hopefully get down into the zone. Oof, almost took out that camera. Yeah, this feels better. Yep. We got down there, down into a snag. Try the one along. Man, there's a lot of snags there. Second snag in the second cast. We got something. Yep. Didn't take too long at all. I think that's a jewie as well. Yes, we are on. Man, that is so sick. First cast along that pylon there, and something has definitely grabbed it. He clunked that right along the bridge. That is so sick. Tell you what, it actually feels pretty decent too. Hasn't done a run or anything, but it definitely feels half decent. Yeah, it's a nice jewie. Look at that. It's a very nice little jew. There he goes. That is awesome, man. That is sick. 5-inch paddle tail hopped right along that pylon, and we got one. Target acquired. He's only just on. Beautiful, man. That is awesome. I'm just gonna pedal over here and get out of this current. That is so cool. He's a nice little jewie as well. He's a great little jewie. He's not too small at all. That took 10-15 minutes, and we have got this epic little jewie. He is not bad at all, and you can see that 5-inch paddle tail pinned him right in the mouth. He was only lightly hooked, but it was definitely enough to get him in. It's been a while since I've caught a jewie, even this big, so it feels really, really good to get one early on this morning. That's a cracking little fish. Take a look at the beautiful lateral line, the amazing colours on him, and that is a great way to start off the day. We're going to get that lure out and send him off, give him no more stress. All right, our little chrome friend, we'll send you off. Come on. Come on, buddy. There he goes. Cruising along there. He didn't come out of water that deep, so he should be absolutely fine. Just cruised off into the depths. I kind of wanted to get a real cool shot with my good camera, but at the same time, I just wanted to see him swim off, give him minimal time out of the water. So that's what we did, and that is the first cracker ticked off for the day. What an epic fish to start off the morning. I'm stoked with that fish. Oh, that jig head's actually a bit blunt. Might need to get on a new jig head, I think. Definitely lucky I checked that jig head. It was very, very blunt. That last fish must have blunted it, or maybe even when I casted it into a bridge. But rigged up and ready to go. That 5-inch paddle tail, caught the first cracking fish of the day. Just put a little bit more scent on that lure as well, so we'll give it another crack under that bridge. See if there's any more lurking. Usually they can be school fish, especially at that size, so there could be more around. We will soon find out, but I'm stoked with that one. Very happy. Try get it right along that bridge there. It's about perfect. Oh, that bird. There's a bird up there, almost jumped in after it. There is a lot of current pumping through, but they do not mind at all. They love a bit of current. There we go. We got another one. Yep. We got another one. Out in the deep yet again. Can feel it head shaking. Don't know if it's as big as the last one though. Feels a little bit smaller maybe. Oh, it's a big flatty. Wow. It's not a Jew at all, it's a big flatty. How's that? That's a cracking flathead. How's that? Out there in the deep. Was not expecting that. Thought that was going to be a jewfish for sure. I felt the head shakes as well. He's a really good one. Super, super fat and healthy. As soon as I felt that, I just slammed the hook into his jaw and we got him. 2 fish today and they've both been absolute crackers. Super strong, these flatties. That is another great fish. I wasn't expecting to get something that quality right after that Jew, especially not a flathead. Was not expecting a flathead there at all. You can see that 5-inch paddle tail. Pinned her right in the corner again. Beautiful, beautiful fish. That is just such a good way to start the day, and it's still very, very early days as well. Anything else could happen, but those 2 fish have made my day. We'll get that lure out and get her going. All right, big girl, send you off back down to harass some more fish. Had such a tough start to the morning with all the troubles which were going on, but as soon as we've been able to cast the lure, we've caught fish. That is the second cracking fish. 1 good Jew, 1 good flatty on this 5-inch paddle. Beautiful little lure. This looks like a perfect little bait fish mullet representation, and it seems to be working. Gonna get another cast straight back out. No sounder, no worries. Let it sink down, start hopping it back along. I just put some fresh scent on that lure as well. Only a little bit, but just wanted to mask the smell of myself. I'll show you guys what those fish are seeing, just that big wobble. Perfect paddle. The goal is to get a cast right in that back eddy over there where the current meets the bridge kind of. That's where a lot of the fish are going to be sitting. Keenly follow the line. As soon as it bellies out, I know it's hit the bottom, and that's when I'll start my retrieve. I'm just giving it 2 big hops and letting it sink back down. There we go. There we go. Oh, got off. That was a grouse fish. What happened there? Boy, oh boy, that was another good fish. And that was on a cast, which was right next to the pylon. These fish are definitely sitting up tight along the structure, and it makes sense. The current's running at the moment, so all the bait fish are going to be pushed up tight against the bridge. So the predators are not going to be far away from all that. There's no boundaries and rules with fish, so even though I've caught a couple over here, I'm not going to keep casting in the same spot. I always vary it. You never know, they could be sitting just to the right, just to the left. Oh, I think that might have been a hit. What I might do before I get the vibe out is actually downsize on the plastic. We'll try a slightly smaller plastic and see if that will get a bite. We'll go from 5-inch to maybe a 4-inch plastic. All right, let's see how this thing swims. It's going to be a lot subtler, yeah. It's definitely a lot more of a subtle vibration at the end there, but still a little paddle tail. This is a mullet impersonation, so it's 1 inch smaller than that 5-inch we were using. And we'll see if that smaller profile can encourage a bite right along the pylon there. There we go. That was way out deep, eh? Way out deep. That's a good fish. Yes. That's a really good fish. That was way out past the bridge and we've hooked up. Definitely feels like a jew, eh? Definitely. There's a lot of weight. A lot of weight to that fish. How sick is this? Just downgraded the plastic size to the 4-inch instead of the 5 and feels like it's worked. On the light gear, it's really good fun when you hook a good fish on this combo. What is it, a 3 to 6 kilo rod, I think, so very light. And we've got a really, this feels very heavy, eh? Very heavy. Wow, this is very heavy. Those classical head shakes. Man, this is going to be a great... Oh, how's the head shakes on it? Man, this is nuts. Fishing big lures along the bridges and it's paid off. No need for a sounder or any electronics today. We've just done it all our own. And that feels like a really heavy fish. I really just want to get a look at this thing. Oh. Man, I'm actually nervous. I really just want to try and get a look at this thing. Pretty sure I know what it's going to be though. Good jew. Just fishing the back eddies right along those pylons over there. It's the perfect ambush spot for a big predatory fish. And we've hooked up to one. We should see him in just a second. What's he going to be? Oh, the water's that dirty that I can't see him. Oh no, the head camera just died. It's a nice jewy. It's a really nice jewy. Really nice. It's bigger than the first one for sure. Oh, that's a cracker. That is an absolute cracker of a fish. Oh. Man, I'm very nervous. Very, very nervous. It's just a massive chrome slab. And we've got him. It is a cracker. Yes! Oh, that's a beautiful jewy. Beautiful. I'm gonna have to try and find some sort of measure mat. He's a great fish. Beautiful, beautiful jew. Gonna do this as quickly as I can. Get him on my lap. Get a quick measurement, get a hold up and get him going. He's about 85. Let's get a hold up of this fish. I'm so stoked to be holding this thing in my hands. 85 centimeters of beautiful silver mulloway out of the kayak. Take a look at that. Downgraded in the plastic size and upgraded on the fish size. Beautiful fish. You can see that 4-inch soft plastic pinned on the outside of the mouth. Just as I downgraded plastics and bang, got this absolute cracker. They're just so cool. We're going to get that plastic out and get him going. Oh, straight away. Man, I was going to get an underwater release, but that thing just powered off. He did not want to hang around and say g'day. Oh, I'll tell you what, that lure has just earned its keepsake. 4-inch Mullotron, I'm pretty sure it is, by Z-Man. Bang. 85 centimeter jew. That is epic. I'm so stoked with that. good thing to keep in note is that that was a fair way off the bridge, wasn't right up against the structure. It was a fair way off, which is probably part of the reason I landed it as well. It's a lot easier to deal with fish when they eat it off the bridge like that. It's going to be hard to wipe the smile off my face today. What a session we've had. 2 jewies and the 1 cracker flathead as well. I'm so happy with that 85 centimetre one. That's a beast. That's a proper jewie. Well, we've made it back to the bridge, and I'll tell you what, I wouldn't be mad if we didn't get another fish for the whole day. I'm stoked with how this session's gone, but we'll get another cast straight back up. I think on that cast, I actually went a little bit out to the middle. So, I don't know, do it again. Straight back up and out. On the way down. Yep. On the way down, something grabbed it. Don't know what that is though. Definitely feel little head shakes, but doesn't feel anywhere near as big. I don't know what this is. Could be another flatty maybe. There's definitely some good head shakes there though. Let's see if we can get a look at him. What is it? Oh, it's another little jewie. Bang. Once again on that lure. And we'll just get him going. Just how beautiful are these fish. No matter what size they are, they just look awesome. See you, mate. Off he goes. Alright, that tide has pretty much fully stopped now, so I'm actually going to call it a day right there. But what an epic little session that was. We ended up with the 4 jewfish, the 1 really big flathead, and I had a lot of fun fishing this bridge with big lures. If you enjoyed, be sure to give this one a like, comment your thoughts down below, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.